All right, so in January 2018, pairs of sneakers like this actually sold for $1,300. And today, there's still some sizes that are sitting at a lowered retail price of $220. And you can actually get them as low as $175 on StockX. So let's go ahead, take a look at what we have. What is going on, guys? Hess here, CollectiveKicks.com. Hopefully you guys are having a good day out there. If you guys are new to my channel, hit that subscribe button if you guys enjoy the content. If you guys want to go to my website, CollectiveKicks.com, basically I just post a bunch of sneaker deals that I find for you guys on Nike and Adidas and Foot Locker and those type of sites. If you guys want to buy a pair of these, check the link in the description. Here is some black paper. But this box is one that you guys will recognize. I'm sure some of you guys will. And again, retail price on this was $220, which is a lot lower than the $300 or $400 that these were originally. I think they were actually $300 or $350. I can't be 100% positive. I don't remember, but I know I didn't get a pair. And actually, this is my very first pair of this sneaker model. I haven't been able to hit any of them until this one. I got from, as you can see, Mr. Porter's or something like that. Just a random website. I didn't even get them from Adidas. I struck out there. Anyway, we have a pair that I've been waiting to get in my hands for the longest time and on my feet. And some people are probably not going to care considering the hype is not there like it once was. But for somebody like myself, you know what? I definitely remember when these launched, and I remember the first images of them, and I absolutely wanted a pair. And since then, we've seen lots and lots of versions of this technology put to use from Adidas. And this is the Adidas 4D Futurecraft. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, it originally was selling for around $1,300 on the resale market. The trade range in the last 14 months for this shoe was $945 and $1,410, meaning the price has gone down significantly. This 2021 version is actually selling for around $175 to $220 on the open market, which is nuts that they're selling for close to retail, if not even a little bit lower than retail in some sizes. Now, some sizes are a little bit more desirable as per usual for most sneakers. For those people that don't know, certain sizes are actually discounted a little bit. Certain sizes are, again, highly sought after. I got a men's size 10. This should fit me just fine. Usually I'm a 9.5. But this is a Futurecraft, and it looks really, really good. I realize it does look very similar to this pair of sneakers right here, which is the Ultra 4D, which is another great shoe. And if you guys want to buy either of them, I'll try to remember to link both of them in the description, or any of the Adidas 4D technology shoes. Some of them you can get for a pretty decent price nowadays. I think the technology looks really cool. There's lots of pros and cons to the 4D lattice system that you could see, that structure on the midsole of the shoe. It's definitely one of those things I keep coming back to because it's so eye-catching and such a cool looking design. I do hope that they actually update it and make it a little bit better. I did hear rumors that this was like a newer version of it. I don't know if it's actually true. I didn't see anything on Adidas website. If you guys know anything, drop a comment in the comment section. I'd like to see like a softer and more flexible, lightweight version of the 4D technology. I think it would be amazing. This does feel softer to the touch than the Ultra 4D, at least with a black one. Maybe the different colors has something to do with it, but this is definitely like I can press in a lot easier than on this one right here. But this is like the traditional color of that Futurecraft midsole. This is the first colorway, and then since then we've seen a couple different colorways that have released. But again, it's the Futurecraft model. It does look like an Ultra Boost, like a cageless Ultra Boost, also without the heel cup. That's really close to actually what it is. The netting on the back of the shoe is actually a little bit different than the Ultra Boost, and where the heel cup would actually be. It looks a little bit different there. And then you do have the 3 stripes on the side of the shoe as well. But the toe box actually does look very similar to the Ultra Boost. And the way that the shoe comes together with the tongue and all of that stuff up here, it looks very, very similar to, again, the Ultra Boost. So it's nice that we've seen Ultra Boost versions of the 4D technology. The 5.0 version of the Ultra 4D is actually really nice too. Some nice colorways there. It looks very similar as well. But something about this colorway is just so striking to me. I just really like it. And the fact that I was able to get a pair finally for retail, like that's what it was about. I didn't want to pay resale price for a pair of these sneakers. So it's nice to be able to actually have them come back. But I do understand the flip side of things, which Adidas has done over and over and over again. And some people hate it, and some people, like myself, I'm kind of, if you're not into all the hype side of it, then it doesn't really matter. It's actually a good thing because it gives other people the opportunity to buy the shoes. However, the luster of the hype disintegrates as soon as they do this. And what I mean is when they retro a pair of sneakers that just released 3 years ago, they've been doing this a lot with the Adidas Ultra Boost line as well. We saw a lot of the 1.0 knit patterns that retroed this last year. Super awesome to me that they did that, because I got the gray pair and I got the maroon and the olive pairs, which were pairs that totally escaped me when they originally released. Similar to this shoe right here, this I did not get. So it's kind of nice to be able to get them even though the hype isn't there. It's a shoe that I was interested in and I really liked, and I was able to just buy at retail or close to, or even under retail in some of the cases. But on the flip side, if you paid $1,000 for these and then see them releasing again, I'm sure some people's like heart dropped as soon as they saw the same exact ones. But it's a risk that you just are willing to take when you buy sneakers nowadays, because any of these big brand companies can go ahead and decide at any point that they're going to retro a shoe that you have. I have a pair of Air Jordan 5 Tokyos back here, the sample versions, but they could actually just drop a regular version. They did very similar things to the green suede versions of the Oregon Duck shoes. They just made a GR version. Nike also just re-released 2 pairs of shoes, the Air Max 90 Bacon, as well as an Air Max 1 Clot collaboration. So it's kind of just one of those things that ends up happening. However, you don't see the negativity towards a sneaker company like you do with Adidas as you do with Nike. Like, you don't see a lot of people out there hating on Nike for retroing a pair of the Bacons or the Clots. A lot of people are just really, really excited. But then you have the people that bought these and are super pissed that they are retroing. But I have a feeling it's just because, again, the hype game is one of those things that people fell into when they bought into these, and because they're more recently released, like 3 years versus like, 10 or 12 or 15 years that Nike does sometimes. That's one thing that I think that Nike and Jordan Brand does a little bit better, and Adidas needs to take note on, is they need to not try to get all their profits now. They should expand that 5 years or so at least before they do a retro, because if they do it too soon, you're not even going to be able to burn off all the pairs from the previous release before you end up having the retro drop. And I think, Nike, like I mentioned, the Bacons and the Clots, those are released a long time ago. So people that own the old ones, they might not even be really wearable anymore. So it could be nice to buy a pair of retros for a pair that maybe you had and you just wanted to get back in your rotation. I think that the smarter thing that Adidas could have done or should have done is release different colorways of this silhouette. We haven't seen too much of the Futurecraft in the last year or so, so it would have been nice to see an expansion of colors, just an expansion of the model. In my opinion, that would have been good. But ultimately, we know it's hard to keep consumers out there happy. But this is a shoe that I definitely wanted in my collection. It's one of the most hyped up pairs of Adidas sneakers in recent memory that I've not been able to get my hands on a pair of. And this colorway might not be the one that everybody was going crazy over or anything, but I think just in general, the model was revolutionary when it dropped. Anyways, what do you guys think about the Adidas Futurecraft 4D? Is it a shoe that you guys are interested in? Did you guys try to get them and strike out, or did you get a pair? I'm hopeful that they release new colorways of the Futurecraft because I think it would be really cool to see. But also, I'm really excited and hopeful that they do something a little bit new, like evolve that midsole a little bit. Again, make it a little bit softer, maybe make it a little bit lighter, and I think you're going to have a heavy contender just because it's a cool technology and it's fun to see. Anyways, if you guys are interested in buying a pair of these or these, I will link them in the description. Probably have to go to the aftermarket for these. If you want other 4D technologies, though, I will link them to Adidas website. And if you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like on the video. Have a good rest of the day. Hopefully we'll see you guys back here for some more content. All right, peace, guys.